Hello guys, how are you today? Hope you're very fine and you're watching at your comfort zone. Now you're wondering what exactly is Ruth on my TV screen for this minute. Oh yes, I have come with an exciting episode of I'm going to tell you that after that short break. Meanwhile, Celebration TV is 6 years and it's something different you should be expecting from me today. The details of this program will be after this short break. I am Obozeghie Ruth and you're welcome. Many thanks. Welcome back and thank you so much for staying connected. Now I know you are so anxious to know what exactly are we doing today. Like I told you before the break, it's 6 years anniversary of our Celebration TV, where we review Jesus and release Destinies. And then look at who we have here today, and this is Miss Amidat Ilega. I know you must have heard of her. Have you? Yes, she is the CEO of Torah Enterprise. Torah, she does cooking, she does planning of events, she's into media. In fact, she does a whole lot of things. And this is Pastor Bash, and he is into ministry first of all, and then CEO of Emmy's World. He owns a lot of beautiful things. You can go to the shop and get some things. But me, I don't pay actually though. And, and then this is King Joel, Agho, that amazing face that looks, I don't know what to say it too, but King Joel is just King Joel. He's a king to start with, and then is Mr. Common Sense. When we say common sense, you want to help me? No. This is my program. King Joel is not going to say a lot of things here today. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. How was your coming down here?
That's good. Well, it's raining, but I think it's okay. We're all here safely. That's the most important thing.
Thank you for joining us. Yes, today we're going to be talking about relationship gist. And first of all, Celebration TV is 6.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Amazing.
So let's start. Now, what is relationship to you?
Relationship is a very common word that we see every day. But sometimes when something is common, it's difficult for some people to know what it means. Relationship is an avenue where two or more persons affect each other, either positively or negatively.
Okay, did you say 2 or more persons?
Yes, two or more persons.
So, Miss Amidat.
I agree with what you're saying, because we weren't very specific. I think you didn't say a love relationship, you didn't say a platonic relationship, you just said relationship.
Okay.
So what we have here right now is a relationship, a cordial one, where we all came together to talk about one common thing. So we're having a relationship, we're communicating as friends, as family. You get it too. I think it's coming together of 2 or more people.
Okay, so can you just talk about a love relationship?
Okay, thank you so much for having me once again.
You're welcome.
Specifically, if we're looking at a love relationship, we are considering the course of having 2 persons focusing on achieving same goals, basically. So it's literally, somebody said that 2 persons on a ship to a particular location, basically. So if it's a relationship you're talking about, you're looking at 2 persons precisely for the culture and values that we stand for, a male and a female. But in some other cultures, it can be more. It can be male and a male and a female. But as Christians and believers of the gospel of Christ Jesus, it is a male and a female coming together to building a union that will lead to a fruitful end.
Okay, so we're considering love relationship. So for love relationship, there's this thing that people say is love at first sight. So who does that here? You married. So was that your story? Is that yours?
I believe that it is possible to admire somebody you're meeting for the first time. I believe that it's possible to like someone you're meeting for the first time. But love is a process.
Yeah.
You can't fall in love the first time you're meeting somebody. I don't know. So many things I would call love actually infatuation or infatuated desires. Because we just, okay, I like her hair, I like her face, I like her eyes, I like the way she talks.
Are you talking to me?
Of course, you know I do. I appreciate and admire you. So these are basic things that people share, and these are not really love. Love is a process. Love grows It's not something you just wake up and you don't fall into love actually. You actually grow into love. So love, it begins actually with admiration, then likeness, then friendship. And after we can talk about love. So I don't know what people say when they say they
love at first sight.
I don't know.
So that means they're actually mistaking likeness for love
Or
at
even
first sight.
infatuation, as it were. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I beg to differ.
So
Seriously, I do. I think there's something called love at first sight.
okay.
But it all depends on how you grow into it. It's like you said, it's a process. You can see somebody for the first time, you like the person, you admire the person. You imagine this could be someone I want to spend the rest of my life with. Then when you're into that relationship, you find out more qualities that attract you to that person. You have the same likeness to lots of things, and you're compatible, and you eventually you grow and you find yourself married. I've seen a lot of people who have that success story that they fell in love at the first time they met each other, and they lived happily ever after. You get it? So just because it doesn't work for A doesn't mean it cannot work for B. So we are all different people with different personalities. So me, I believe in love at first sight though. So
You don't know about me.
Tell us about you.
I agree with him, but I still have my own opinion. Yes. So.
Yeah. Now, talking about relationship, we must first of all understand that whatever we are doing, there is orthodoxy to it. In other words, there is a precedent. The first man and the first woman, was there a relationship before marriage? The after them, the ones that came after them, I mean the men, the women, and the rest, were they relating before marriage? And the answer is going to be yes. But first of all, what you call love at first sight is such that you must be attracted to the person. Adam could not get attraction from a goat. Adam could not get attraction from another animal. Adam must get attraction from his like. So there must be a force of attraction from the same species. In other words, Adam cannot get attraction from Adam. So that concept of love at first sight is okay, but in the real sense, at the end you're just going to grow into it, because there must be understanding after love at first sight.
Okay, now let's talk about the influence of pastors in modern relationships, especially for Christians. Now, because we have a lot of persons today who are like, okay, you like me, fine, I think I do, but let's see my pastor first, let's see or hear what he's going to be talking about, or his view about it. So what do you think about it? What should be the ideal influence of your pastor? Yes.
Wow, this is a very critical question, because I think in 2005 I wrote an article about something like this. I had to take an inventory of our fathers and mothers. They never had the luxury of the information at our disposal now. Yet they entered into a relationship that ended in marriage, and some of their marriage lasted for 60 years. Yeah. But these days you see a young lady telling you that I've seen in my dream, my pastor has confirmed, I've given this, I'm doing that, and every other thing. 1 week into marriage, we are seeing catastrophe. Now, you begin to ask yourself question, which God spoke, or which voice were they hearing?
Do we actually have several gods?
Oh, good. So that brings us to the very important thing. For us to know that relationship is more of the flesh than of the spirit. The relationship that leads to marriage is more of the flesh, because in Genesis 2:24, when the Bible said, for this cause shall a man leave his father and his mother, and the two shall become one flesh, not one spirit. When people forget to use their common sense, that is when everything will become jeopardy. You see jeopardy in relationships today, because people tend to suspend where they need to use common sense, where they need to they try to spiritualize everything. So in that situation, it's like you are using an eye drop as ear drop. The person is going to go blind. Thank you very much.
Wow. Now, okay, I see. Now, do we say that money is a factor that enhances relationship? Or because today we say you don't need money to have a successful relationship, or what's the role of money in relationship? Does it really enhance it?
Yes, think we should hear from her.
It's not fair. Okay, well, I'm going to use myself as a case study here. I don't think money is a factor, but it plays a major role.
Okay.
It is best when a man is rich and a woman is rich. There's mutual respect. But it's even better when a man is richer than a woman, because I kind of like, I live in a society whereby I've seen a lot of women, when they are way better than the man, there's this tendency to disrespect the man at will. And me, no matter how rich the woman is, I've always believed that a man is the head of the home, no matter what. If you give a man that mutual respect, you will go very, very far in that relationship. Whether relationship or marriage, especially marriage, let me not say relationship, marriage per se, if money plays a major role, well, I advise ladies to also have their own money too by the side. It's very important. Like, there's this word I got, this is bad English too. A man's money is important, the woman's money is important.
Yeah.
So please have that. So I think money plays a major role, but not completely.
So, what do you say?
Of course, we should. Anybody that tells you that you don't need money to run a relationship is actually exaggerating a lie.
Exaggerating a lie.
It's not possible. You need money to even make calls, communicate. You need money to reach out. You need money to talk, to dialogue. You need money to show love and appreciation. You need money to take the relationship further. It is necessary, so you must. In short, permit me to say that if you have issues being productive with money, it's not a woman you need. It's to fix yourself up first. So you should settle yourself first as a man. Get your resources together. You don't need millions, but you need money.
You need money. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Now we are going to a short break right now, and when we return, we'll be talking more about what concerns relationship, love exactly. Stay with us. Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying still connected. It's so nice to know that you are still there watching Relationship Gist at Celebration TV Clock 6. We still have these persons in the house, and now we want to talk about this thing, relationship, love. Is there a party that should be more interested in the relationship to make it work?
I think they should both be interested.
Now, I think I always like drawing my precedent from the Bible. Amos 33 said, "Can two work together except they agree?" In other words, there must be interest from both parties, although it must be initiated by one, because even the Bible said that he that must make friends, that must have friends, must first make himself friendly. So you cannot be a devil and be looking for a friend. So you must first of all make yourself humane.
So does the 50-50 rule apply to being interested in the relationship? 50-50.
If one part of the union is stretching beyond the other, there's likely going to be a parasitic relationship situation. Because the truth is, it is the level of input you put to a relationship that determines how much of expectations you're also getting. If I am giving just 20%, I'm quite sure going to let it go. I do believe fighting for a relationship to work, but it should not be one person fighting. If you are not getting commensurate and complementary support to pushing your relationship to making it stand, then you know you are dating yourself.
Yes, your relationship alone.
It is necessary in our society. Joining forces with him in our society. If you truly want to minimize the rate of heartbreaks, trauma, depression in relationship, please do not get soaked into love without checking the genotype of the person. Because there are several ladies presently who are on suicidal missions, basically, because the relationship that they have invested all their life into now turning out that cannot work because both of them are
different genotypes that can't work.
Basically. And so there are several other things like you had mentioned. So it's necessary that in this generation you must, this is not about praying. But I've seen several persons go to prophets to say, please pray that the genotype should
It doesn't change that way.
But God doesn't have
sometimes.
But please use your common sense like you
So it has to change first before the
as you are just getting into it. What is your genotype? If you need a laboratory result, because people can be very deceptive.
Sure.
Smart guys will tell you that what is yours.
Yeah. They want to know your
They
source.
actually wanting you. So after a while, it is going to be detrimental. So please, that portion is very important. It may not be at first day you are meeting, but subsequently, please get to know the genotype of the person. I think I don't want to even add to the things he has mentioned. He has made it very clear. Physical attraction, compatibility as regards to vision. Beyond vision, there is a mental compatibility.
Sure.
Somebody must have the same mental strength as you. There's educational. I was telling somebody, I said, so you may have been a first degree holder, and then you also want to maybe marry someone in first degree. There are also people who are less than first degree, but they have the capacity of first degree holders. It's really not about education, say you must have certificate, but the mind should click. But also go to have stimulating conversations. Or else, if you are dating somebody that doesn't have the same capacity as you, and the person is not learning to grow to that level, you are going to find comfort somehow. If your boyfriend is not talking to you, he's talking to somebody else.
Sure.
That's a fact. He's going to find comfort talking to somebody else who has the same mental capacity.
Yeah, because you end up being boring. You don't have anything to contribute to it.
I'm one of them.
That a relationship that would not last, you know from the beginning.
Sure.
So how do you know that?
There are lots of signs. So
Such as?
see, like, first of all, I hate pretense. I'm a very real person. So when I see any sign like somebody's trying to go too much and they want to please me too much, guy, chill, relax, I understand. Don't go too far to impress me, you know. Want to do a whole lot. There are so many things. I can't really start saying them
It
right
should be
now.
a process.
Yes, it should be a
It should be
process.
too fast. It should be gradual.
When somebody is doing everything in once, you just know this one is
It no go work.
It's a game.
So you should not rush.
It's too fast.
Hey, don't rush. Something that will last long, you don't need to rush it.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, not a sprint. You know, it's only sprint that you run.
Run
100
once.
meters. Yeah.
As you run
Marathon,
enter, you run come
take
out.
it gradual.
So take it slow.
And then also, your instinct actually reveals this fact to you. Or
You want to
shut
just shut it down, yeah.
something tells you
That
that
this
there's
is
a problem with
there's
this
something.
relationship. There is something you should watch out for. There is a keen interest you pay into this part. You say no, maybe because you are already infatuated, you're already lost. Or you say no, you know it's good, it's genuine. Always there is that silent still voice that keeps telling us this journey, this adventure, this daring, there will be a problem. Watch out, watch out. But you are shutting it out because you want your own happiness. But ultimately, this will bring tears and regret back.
You know, to add to what you just said, there's no relationship with any person that you will not see the green lights, that you will not see the red lights as well. You see the go-ahead light, you see the pause, consider, you see everything. But sometimes where emotions becloud our sense of judgment, and when our sense of judgment is beclouded, we begin to hear other voices. Our mind begin to speak to us. The voice of the family members begin to speak to us. The voice of friends begin to speak to us. Poverty begin to speak to some and all that. Because situations around begin to speak. And
So he has the resources to take care of
yes. But you are seeing all the dangers. For example, a guy is already beating you in relationship. He will kill you in marriage. It's not. There's no two. You don't need a prophet to tell you that. Oh, my daughter, run. You don't need to see a vision.
He has not paid your bride price. He can raise his hands on you.
He will kill you.
In his house.
In fact, he's going to see bright price like buying you.
So you don't need a prophet to tell you that, oh, this is a danger looking for where to happen. Don't give the person another chance. There's no true chance about it. It's either he values you or he doesn't value you. A man that can raise a hand on a female doesn't deserve that lady. So you have to know when to quit if you are already trying to enter something.
Now,
Rich brother.
okay, now, Miss Samita, you were talking about not letting your friends know about the man you are with because of past experiences. Now, is it wrong, or do you feel that it's wrong personally for you to let your maybe social media buddies know who you're dating?
Because of who you are and you believe in the growth of your relationship, and you know that definitely you have something higher you're aiming at that you both can actually aspire to, you find out that you still struggle. I think most of the fact that we allow peer pressure to weigh us down and we give in easily and we lose out from very beautiful relationships. Like there's this movie I watch, Acrimony. I'm not going to talk about Acrimony here right now, but I use that one as a major case study. Then again, for friendship, I think you need to build a relationship very well to a certain level of trust before you even start letting people know about your relationship. Like me, I don't put my man's picture on Facebook. That's my number one. But we know we are dating.
Why did you do it like that?
Yeah, my dear.
Like never.
Say God what you are.
I think I quite share the same view with you. When even the God that we serve has secrets.
Yes.
We live in a world now where everything is on social media. You go to the bathroom, it's on social media. You eat, it's on social media. Anything is happening, you pray, it's on social media. Now you begin to discover that this social media life has a false image. It begins to create in people, and undue unnecessary pressure that it puts on people, that you will just succumb to those pressure without knowing. And even see celebrities now who are trying to hide themselves from social media. If you see some of them that are doing well, some of them are not on social media. Talking about some footballers, you see a coach just walking and he banned them from using social media. He banned them from using Twitter. Why is he doing all that? What is it? Yes, because this kind of paparazzi lifestyle that we take from America is not helping us. It's not helping us.
Okay.
We must use the social media for what it is for.
Okay, thank you. Wow, many thanks to all of you. Thank you. I know that I enjoyed myself, and I'm sure that a lot of persons, but all of you, if you say you don't enjoy it, next time if I'm coming, I will blow my face in you don't see me clearly. Okay, now let's say it's going to be yes or no, simply before we go. Okay, we're having a relationship, fine, it's Christian, and we've said no sex before marriage. Now, even with that agreement that there should be no sex without marriage, should we talk about sex at some point? It's not like we want to have it before marriage.
Yes, 200 times. Yes,
I mean, 1,000 times.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'll tell you later. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today at Celebration TV Clock 6, and we had relationship matters, relationship gist, if you want to call it that way, in the studio, and we had our amazing guests. Many thanks to all of you for joining us. I am Obozeghie Ruth, and it's time to say goodbye. Maybe you want to send in your wishes for Celebration TV as we clock 6. So you have to visit our social media platforms. We are Celebration TV on Facebook, as well as We Love Apostle Johnson Suleiman. Just use those two mediums and then we'll get connected. See you and goodbye.
Bye.